from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. It is Tuesday, 26 November 2024 and we're coming to you live from the Port Mall here in Scarborough, Tobago. I am Adana Combi and this is the day that the Lord has made and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Isn't it a wonderful thing to be above ground this morning? Isn't it a wonderful thing to breathe in the morning fresh air this morning? Isn't it a wonderful thing to think of your friends and your family and your loved ones who are far and wide? Yes, we are in that festive season, so we must give God thanks for life, for sparing his life, so that we can enjoy the things we enjoy today. So I want us to think of all the blessings that we have been able to enjoy up until this point and continuously give God thanks for life. We are so happy that you've chosen to make us a part of your morning routine. Whether you are in your kitchen making your morning fresh brew of coffee this morning, whether you are in your garden or you're getting ready for the day, we say thank you for choosing us and to make us a part of your morning routine and placing us as number one for morning show here in Trinidad and Tobago. We do have a lovely show lined up for you this morning and we do hope you could stay with us throughout the entire programming. But before we get into all of those conversations, we head on over to the news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Adana. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Tuesday, November 26, 2024. The NGO Fishermen and Friends of the Sea is offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to the recovery of a stolen boat, the Firefly, stolen from Granby Beach, Tobago on November 21st. The 28-foot pirogue registration TF 1896 is blue inside and white outside with a 200 Yamaya outboard engine. Fishermen and Friends of the Sea Corporate Secretary Gary Aboud highlighted the lack of Coast Guard presence and urged the public to help identify the thieves. Information can be reported to the boat owners, Brayson Oliveri, at 773-0931 or 355-7672. Up next, the appeal court dismissed the challenge by Warner Group of companies owned by Alan Warner, the refusal of an injunction to make the police vacate its Wallerfield plants and return seized equipment. Justices Mark Mohammed and Peter Rajkumar upheld High Court Judge Frank C. Prasad's August ruling, finding no error in his decision. The Warner Group of companies, comprising 5 companies and 12 individuals charged with illegal mining, was ordered to pay the legal costs of Attorney General and Director of Public Prosecutions. The civil case continues on January 14, 2025, while Alan Warner, his son, and 11 others remain on bail for the related crime charges. And finally, the MV Cabo Star is expected to resume service today following the completion of maintenance work, according to the Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transport Company. The vessel is scheduled to depart the Port of Spain Ferry Terminal at 2 p.m. today. The cargo ferry was out of service over the weekend for planned maintenance to ensure its efficiency and reliability. The Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transportation Company advises truckers, port users, and consignees to confirm the vessel's status via its social media platforms and website before heading to the terminals. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Bianna, for our news there in 90 seconds. And, I want to switch gears a little bit and talk about something that, of course, we are all very proud of. Just yesterday there was the youth debate.
Yeah.
And, of course, we want to say congratulations to the representatives from Tobago, who held their own there. And, of course, commendations coming into all of them. Can we list them out, Bianna? It's there. That's right. It's there on the screen. This morning we want to say congratulations to all the participants representing their schools, representing their communities, and the Tobago Youth Council. So we say congratulations to Miss
Suhaila McCool, and she represented Bishop's High School, Minister of Education. Miss Precious Regis, the opposition MP. She represented Scarborough Secondary. Mr. Aaron Walcott, opposition MP for Speyside Secondary School. And a round of applause goes to
very
Miss
own
Tanika
Tanika
Cruikshank.
Cruikshank. That's right.
Yes, I was really, proud of seeing Tanika representing Tobago Updates as Minister of Energy and Energy Industries. Congratulations, Tanika.
That's right.
And
That's right.
the final participant was Miss Melody Otley, Minister of Public Administrations, and she represented the Tobago Youth Council.
Of course, I'm really, really, so happy to see that young people,
Yes.
In as much as the narrative about young people isn't always positive, to see young people actively involved in politics and wanting to be a part of shaping the culture and the narrative for Tobago, shaping the future, actively involved in what takes place here on the island of Tobago. And for me, it's an encouragement for the other young persons coming up to be a part of something. It might not be politics, it could be community activism, it could be anything that contributes to the development of communities and the wider Tobago in general, or even on an international scale.
Yes.
So I want to say kudos, commendations.
And I love the topic that they debated on the progressive motion, the use of the artificial intelligence in the classroom. That was a really great, motion
Topic. That's right. And because of the way the world is going now,
Yes.
it is obviously something that we really have to have a conversation about. And I just want to say congratulations, also kudos to the parents, the teachers, the support groups who help the young people to do the research, gather the information, and prepare for their presentations. I want to say congratulations to you as well,
Yes.
principals, teachers, parents, everybody who rallied around. As they say, it takes a village to raise a child, and so the village came out to represent, to support their representatives. So kudos to them as well.
Yes.
Bea, and I hope you are remaining consistent. Our word for the week is consistency. So I hope you're remaining consistent in that thing you have put before you to get accomplished this week.
Yes.
Of course, we will check back in later again.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us on set this morning, and do have a wonderful day, Biana.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of morning where we celebrate with those who are celebrating. It's time for our birthday shout-outs. And this morning we want to say happy birthday going out to our first celebrant this morning, and this is Avanel Caruth Bernard. She's celebrating a birthday today, and we want to say happy birthday to you, Avanel. We pray God's blessings upon your life, and we do hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday. Next, it's my cousin, yes, Shannon Moore. Shannon Moore is celebrating a birthday today, and Shannon, we say happy, happy birthday to you, coming to you from all the Moors, far and wide, all across the island of Tobago. We plenty in numbers, so we say happy, happy birthday to you, sweet, sweet Shannon, and we do hope you have a wonderful, wonderful birthday today. And of course, if you're celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, retirement, promotion, whatever you're celebrating, even if we don't have your photographs, we do join in the celebration with you, and we do pray God's blessings upon your life and your situations. And we also remind you to invite God into your situation. Remember to put God first and to give him thanks for life, for without him, we can really do nothing. All right, you might be wondering, who are we having conversations with in studio this morning? And we start off the conversation by speaking with Miss Tamika Seals Manzano, Mrs. Tamika Seals Manzano, Director of Food Crop Production. And we're talking about Agri-Tech Innovation Summit. Yes, we're going to get some more information about that summit this morning. And we also speak with Damian Mills, Community Police Officer of the TTPS, as we speak about Christmas security tips for parents. Yes, we are heading into that festive season, and our children are going to Christmas parties, Christmas events, bazaars, all types of Christmas events. And so we want to speak about how do we keep them safe? How do we keep ourselves safe as well? And staying in the Christmas spirit, we wrap conversations up by speaking with Kerwin Gregg, PTA President, and Steve Peterkins, teacher at the Signal Hill Government Primary School. This morning they're speaking about their Christmas village that is taking place as well, and you don't want to be a part of that conversation. Get the information and support the young children there at Signal Hill Government Primary School. We do hope that you could stay with us throughout the entire programming this morning. So whether you're viewing us on our Facebook live stream, on our YouTube channel, or on Amplia 102, we want you to stay with us. Whether you're right here in Tobago, in Trinidad, the Caribbean region, the United States of America, or even Canada, the United Kingdom, all of Europe, whether you are in Africa or Asia or Australia, wherever you are, remember, this is your opportunity to share the life, share the life, share the life. We'll be right back.
Black Friday starts now at Courts. New and amazing deals every week with the lowest prices on the hottest electronics, top-of-the-line appliances, and stylish furniture. No need to waste your time shopping around. Plus, you can shop now and pay us in February 2025. Black Friday starts now. Don't miss out. Courts, bringing value home.
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 GB fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
Get ready for Tobago Stockwest Next Level 2024. Join us for an unforgettable night of talent and excitement as Tobago Stockwest, in collaboration with Tobago Updates, presents the first semi-final on Thursday, November 14th, 2024, and the second semi-final on November 28th, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Shore Park Complex. Celebrate the incredible talent from across Tobago's communities and witness a showcase like no other. Admission is just $50. Don't miss your chance to support the stars of tomorrow. See you there.
All right. So from small, I always wanted to be a business owner. Right? See me, I go tell you know why and how I choose. Listen carefully, right? Yo. Me want open a restaurant for the bad girl them, so them can come check me on the weekend. Have the fresh food for them body feel well. So they want protein and the nutrients. The dark food them call me new blends. No one soup them want the food them. Me have the all natural ingredients. I better want know where me a feed them. Body sandwich, body wings, body black cake, go what you think? She said that's great, ready drink. She want cocktail, she know the link. She want everything the body come with. Ask what type of meat, baby, on a drumstick. Me a grease out your pan, nope, say a non-stick. You must open up, never 1 minute. Atta, dan, scotch bonnet. What a Girl, start panic. In a one pot of me up on one garlic. Over season up and me no use Maggie. Stir fry the up.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. And of course, we have a surprise guest for you this morning. This is Shaquille John, goes by the name of Zealous, and he is one of the semi-finalists for the upcoming Tobago Star Quest Next Level. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's a pleasure having you here this morning, and we saw your performance there at the preliminary auditions. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Okay, so my main genre is dancehall, and I try to incorporate some sort of creativity with the music, not only just the lyrics, but try to create a visual representation.
All right, and so you're heading into the semi-finals that's taking place this Thursday at Shaw Park. In terms of your preparation, what did it take for you to be prepared to take the stage and compete with all the others who made it to the semi-finals?
Well, for me, I decided to differentiate whether I wanted to be a character or do something with meaning. So with this performance, I would do something completely different from what I did in the auditions. And in terms of preparation, I just held the faith, practice, sing every morning, and that's just it. And
how confident do you feel taking the Star Quest semi-final stage this Thursday?
Very confident, because it has been something I wanted for a long while. Right, so I got the opportunity, reached this far, I'll drop out now.
And what do you intend to do after it is all said and done, after the semi-finals, if you move on to the finals, and after that, what do you intend to do with Zealous?
I intend to keep doing the music, keep pushing it, keep breaking barriers, keep thinking of new ideas, stuff that the audience has never seen before, and just showcase my talent.
And have you done anything like this before?
No, not necessarily, but I've performed in front of large audiences before.
And what has the experience of this been like?
It has been really good. Funny enough, when people see me on the road, they be like, "Oh, sexy chef," or I see you on the competition. So the attention has been positive so far.
All right. Well, Shaquille, going by the name of Zealous, I do wish you the very best as you take the stage on Thursday night there at the semifinals. Ladies and gentlemen, the second semifinals of Tobago Star Quest Next Level is taking place this Thursday, 7 p.m. at the Shaw Park Complex. Admission is only $50, so we're calling you from far and wide to come out and support the talents that came from right here on the island of Tobago as they give their best, hoping for a spot in the finals that will be taking place in December. So we do hope to see you there. We have to take a short break before we come back. And as we go, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
In a one pot of me up on one garlic. Over season up and me no use Maggie. Stir fry the up, then me drop some cabbage. Don't want get up, cause she body feel nourished. Hot sauce ketchup with the girl dump on it. Call me the goat pump when me start around it. Body sandwich, body wings, body black cake, go what you think? She said that's great, ready drink. She walk up here, she know the link.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supply specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adana Kambi, and we continue conversations in studio. This morning we speak with Officer Damian Mills of the School Intervention Unit of Special Victim Department of the TTPS. This morning we're going to be talking about Christmas security tips for parents. Good morning and welcome.
Pleasant morning to you. Always a pleasure to be on the show.
Of course, it's always a pleasure having a representative of the TTPS here on our show as we talk through things happening in our local spaces. And as we enter into the festive season, we know that there are school bazaars, there are Christmas parties, Christmas streets, all types of things happening, paragging all over. We know what the culture is like here in Tobago, so everybody's going to be out and about, right? So we're talking about security measures for parents. What are some of the things that we have to consider while we're enjoying the festive season?
First of all, we have to understand that the law is clear in terms of our children and what is in the best interests of our children, what we should do, what we should practice in terms of their safety. Now, we know that this is the Yuletide season and everyone would have their various shopping and so on to be done. And we would have to find ways in which we can organize ample supervision and security for our children. Now, the law in terms of Section 4 of the Children's Act 12 of 2012 talks about cruelty. And if you were to look at subsection 6 and 7, it talks about neglect and abandonment. A child should never be left at home alone under any circumstance. And so if parents or guardians or relatives generally are having a situation where they would need to leave or their children at home, they should organize or be sure to organize proper supervision. Now, I want to also point out that, you know, long ago we used to say or tell the neighbor, throw an eye for me. We have a sort that we used to call it the throw an eye syndrome. Throw an eye on them children for me, I run down the road and come back. We cannot do that now. Neighbors or friends who decide to accept that responsibility, and I want to be very clear in terms of the word responsibility, neighbors or relatives who accept the responsibility to throw an eye or supervise children, they should understand that if anything peradventure is to happen, they are the ones that will be held responsible, because at the time they were the ones that would have accepted responsibility. And the law is very clear. It starts by saying we're a person with responsibility. It doesn't say we're a parent or we're a guardian or we're a well-wisher. It says we're a person with responsibility, has care, custody, charge, or control of any child at any time, causes that child to be put in a position of danger, that person can be held liable. So we want to advise parents, you know, call a babysitter, call a family member, but please ensure that it is one, someone that you trust, someone that you are familiar with, and two, it is someone that the child is comfortable being around.
That's right. You know, children are very, very vulnerable. And when you're talking about through an eye, let's say, for instance, a neighbor accepts the responsibility as the way you put it across. The neighbor is in their house and the child remains home. Isn't that the situation usually? And the neighbor will ever so often run over and say, Nikki, you're all right inside? You know what I'm saying? So the neighbor is still in their home, in the space of their home, while the child remains where their parents reside. 90% of the time unsupervised, unless the neighbor remembers, oh snap, John told me to take a look at, Nikki there to make sure she's okay.
And therein lies the problem, because we have to understand that each individual, we have our own challenges. And it is easy to be sidetracked from the real, or from that responsibility that we would have taken upon ourselves. So it is always advisable, if you are looking after a child, the child should be in your presence 100% of the time. You ought to know where this child is 100% of the time. You ought to know what this child is engaged in, if anything, 100% of the time. Because again, the law talks about supervision, right? Sections 56 and 57 mentions that the court, let's say a child would have perpetrated an act of, or criminal offense, where such act would have attracted a cost or damages or so on. The court can call that person to, to answer according to law on behalf of the child. And so we have to be very careful.
And let us define a child in accordance to the law. Who qualifies, or what is the category or the age group or the age range that you will classify a child?
Any individual, well, in Trinidad and Tobago, any individual below the age of 18 is a child by law. Now, yes, we know that we have some 16-year-olds, some 17-year-olds that may be well capable enough to run a household. I have been, in a position where at that age I was doing things. I was cooking, looking after my younger siblings and so on. But at the end of the day, the law is the law. And we have to abide by the law, right? So even though we might know fully well that, yes, a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old can properly take care of a home, can properly supervise his or her siblings, the law still stands. And we know that if we were to go biblical, the Bible says that foolishness is bounded in the heart of who? A child, but the road of correction shall drive it far. So we cannot leave anything to chance, and that is one of the reasons why we need to be careful. Even though we know fully well that a child might be capable, the law says that children must not be left at home unsupervised under any circumstance whatsoever, because they never know what might happen.
Yeah, you can't predict what will happen.
We cannot.
That's right. And let's talk about going out now, taking the children out to Christmas parties. And when you get there as a parent accompanying a child to a party, you're not necessarily trying to stand up in front of the bouncy castle for the entire duration. You're not trying to be, involved in all the activities. Sometimes the parent might want to just sit and allow the child to run free, to enjoy the Christmas party. What kind of measures can parents put in place to ensure when they take the children out, they still have that measure of supervision and they are in a safe space?
Sit and talk to your child before leaving home or wherever you might reside. Let your child know, listen, we are going out, but there are certain rules that must be followed. Good behavior. And you as a parent ought to know that even if you are out, you cannot forget that you have a child, or you might be carrying a number of children with you, right? Perhaps the neighbor's child might want to come along, or you might have children or family members visiting for the festive season and so on. So you might have more than your child with you. You must always be aware as to where your child is. Okay, if your child is going to the bouncy castle, let your child know that you are going to the bouncy castle. And if you, as a parent or the guardian, you might be caught up in a conversation with somebody, always be mindful. Keep them within your peripheral vision. You must always see where this child is. That's one. If you have money, or if the child has money, you might want to give the child money to go to buy snacks or so on. Do not give the child too much money at once. And tell him or her where to keep that money. Advisable, no wallets. Use a pocket, right? So don't fold the money too small, right? You give them a $20, maybe a $40, just enough for that particular time or what he or she is going to do, right? Now, if you are carrying children more than one, you do not want to carry a whole group. You might want to have someone with you, because it is always advisable at least 5 children to one person. right? At least 5 children to 1 person, because you must be able to supervise each child and supervise them properly. Know who they are talking to. Stranger danger. Talk to your children about strangers. This is the season where, unfortunately, we have a lot of pedophiles lurking within areas that they know children are going to be frequent, the playground, events where children are, Christmas parties and so on. Inform your child. Talking to strangers is a no-no unless it is an emergency. And if there's an emergency, they should look for you first. If not, put in the nearest police officer, security officer, or someone in charge of the event. So we have to have these conversations with our children before going out. We don't go out and then expect them to know what to do. We have to brief them properly. And so, because, you know, we're trying to avoid any kind of unfortunate situations that may arise.
And, you know, I really hope that there is the acceptance of the parents to implement these strategies, because I know it can get busy. And as you mentioned, you take the children out and parents meet up and, you know, they start chatting, you know, how are you week, how your son, how Jono, you know, they're having that conversation.
That's
and the
right.
child is off in the bouncy castle. And as you rightfully said, they must be within their peripheral vision so that
all
they can
times.
see what they can always like look over to see what is happening with their child, because sometimes we do get carried away, and parents, sometimes you could use that as your opportunity to just relax and forgetting that I'm here because John who came to the Christmas party is not about me. So, you know, I really hope that we pay attention and, you know, that we're alert where our children are concerned. And I know this might be a little bit out of your purview, but in terms of securing your home, when you are in the home with the children, with or without the children, but when you are in the home space, how do you protect the children to make sure that they are safe from perpetrators, as you said, pedophiles, and all these types of persons who might want to come and, you know, disrupt their way of life?
Our surroundings, we have to pay attention to our surroundings, our gates, you know, our doors, ensure that our children know that if a stranger is to come to the door, let me know. Do not answer the door before letting me as a parent or guardian know, listen, somebody's at the door. That is one thing. Ensuring that our children, they are always, if they're in the living room, they are watching TV, we should let them know that, listen, if something has happened, let me know. And another thing I want to point out, we have a situation where children from time to time would have a lot of time unsupervised on their electronic devices, right? As parents, we have to know that this is social media. And when a child has access to social media, on the other hand, the world has access to your child or your children. So you have to pay attention to what they are saying, who they are communicating with, and so on. In terms of the home, install a security system and ensure that your child knows to a certain extent how to operate that security system. All right? We might have alarms, CCTV, a CCTV system or footage and so on. And if our children, again, if there's a situation where they have to be at home, ensure that we have someone coming to check on them from time to time. Now, it is not advisable that they should be at home alone, but we know emergencies do happen, but we should always have something in place. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. And in closing, is there any point that you want to ensure that you drive home to parents in this festive season, as we have so many events to attend? Our children want to go to the school bazaar, the church bazaar, the community bazaar. Is there anything, the driving point that you want parents to ensure, if they don't do anything else, do this one thing?
This is a festive season, and we have parents, guardians, and so on. There's going to be alcohol in the homes. We have to ensure that our alcohol is put away, out of the reach of our children. They cannot be exposed to alcohol, right? It affects them, you know, in a bad way. They are not supposed to be consuming alcohol, and so we have to be sure and clear that what we consume in the presence of our children, they are looking on, and when we are not around, they are going to want to experiment. Children, they are creatures of experiment and so on. So if it's somewhere where they can see it, they are going to want to get involved in it. They are going to want to use it. The law talks about exposing children to dangerous drugs and alcohol or substances that have effects similar to that of dangerous drugs. So if our children has access to it and they use it, we cannot say, well, I did not know, right? We have to know. We have to secure these things if they are within the house. Yes, we know that marijuana usage and so on and its possession has been decriminalized to a certain extent. It has not been legalized. And the Children's Act is also very clear in terms of exposing children. Even if you might have this drug within your possession or within the home, a certain quantity of marijuana and so on, our children must not be exposed to it. If you are using it, they must not be within that environment. So I want to drive that home, because we are seeing a lot of situations where children are even going to school with alcohol in their bottles, in their flasks. Children are putting it in their juice bottles, and they are going and sharing with their friends and so on. Right? So as parents, ladies and gentlemen, please be cautious, be watchful, because you are admonished that exposing children to these substances carries legal ramifications. We do not want a situation where you have to answer according to law. It's the Christmas season. Go out there, enjoy the Christmas season, but whatever you do, please ensure that you have the best interests of your child or children at the back of your mind. That is first and foremost, and it is paramount.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Officer Mills. Yes. We've been speaking with Officer Damian Mills of the School Intervention Unit of Special Victim Department of the TTPS, bringing us tips, information, and pointers as to how to secure and safeguard our children through this festive season, and things that you can implement in your daily strategy as well to take care of your children. We do have to go for a short break before we continue conversations here in studio. And as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Springs. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
put a smile on your face. When you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning.
The future of farming is here. The Tobago Agri-Tech Summit 2024 is happening December 1st to 3rd at the Shore Park Complex. With climate change reshaping our agriculture, it's time to adapt. Discover the latest in farming and fishing technology, sustainable practices, and innovative solutions. Get inspired by industry leaders, cutting-edge tools, and hands-on experiences. Tickets and more info at tags.gov.tt or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Tobago Agri-Tech.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. We continue conversations this morning in studio, and we speak with Mrs. Tamika Seals Manzano, Director of Food Crop Production. Yes, we are talking about Agri-Tech Innovation Summit. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. Good morning to Tobago and the wider listening and viewing public.
Right. So we're talking about this summit. We had a brief conversation yesterday with one of your officers about this summit. But what I want to find out is the genesis behind having this summit. I know it's targeted at farmers in general, but tell us about the idea. What was the concept and what gave you the thought that perhaps we should do something like this to lend that measure of support to farmers?
Okay, so you would have noticed over the weekend there was a lot of flooding in Trinidad. That is just one of the examples of climate change. And agriculture and fisheries is particularly vulnerable to these particular incidents where you have weather systems changing, you have extreme shifts in ecosystems and so on. So through a collaborative effort and in terms of the division and interacting with our stakeholders, we have recognized that this is one of the areas that we need to look at in terms of mitigating against climate change. And that is how we came up with the theme, climate change, resilience and adaptation in agriculture. So we're focusing on crops, livestock and the fisheries sector in this upcoming summit.
You know, it's amazing that the theme, now that I have that breakdown of the theme, understanding the theme, how are you going to implement the innovation to support farmers away from the, as you mentioned, the flooding, stuff like flooding and things that happen to erode their farms? And, you know, how is that going to be practiced or implemented for them to be able to have a handle on that?
Right, so that's exactly why we're having this summit. It's a means of exposing persons to the opportunities out there, the technology that is available and exists, new techniques and adaptation strategies and sustainable practices that they can implement on their holdings, whether it's in fisheries, whether it's in livestock, or whether it's in crops. And in that way, they are able to maximize their production and aid in food security on the island.
And what type of topics would be discussed at this summit?
Okay, so we have a range of topics. I'll just give you a few. So we have Agri-Tech's role in tackling climate change. We have thermoregulation in livestock, aquaculture, I'm just going through the list, soil-free success in terms of harnessing hydroponics, you know, all these different things. We have drone technology, the use of satellites and so on. All these techniques and agri-tech are measures that the farmers can use to implement better practices on their farm so that they can be more productive in terms of having produce available for downstream industries like the agro-processors and so on. And of course, they can boost their production and, bottom line, their dollars and cents.
Yes. Right. And, you know, you mentioned that it is for poultry, livestock, crops and fisheries, right? So that kind of covers agri in general, employing the use of the technology that is available to increase productivity and, of course, to reduce those types of impacts from nature, as we're talking about climate change here in this particular instance. In terms of the layout of the summit, how is it going to be? I know it's 2 days.
Yes.
Is it going to be a classroom type setting where all the farmers, let's say for instance, I'm into fisheries, what sessions do I sit into? Do I sit into all? What is the package looking like?
All right, so the summit will take place at the Shore Park complex. And because we're catering for a wide range of persons, we're catering for foragers, home gardeners, farmers, policymakers, the whole gamut of the stakeholders in agriculture, innovators, and technocrats. It means that we have to have a kind of unique approach at the summit. So we will be having the academic track, where persons can come in and listen to lectures and that kind of thing. But we would also have interactive sessions where there will be demonstrations and workshops as part of, and displays as part of the summit. And of course, we would also have breakout rooms. So if you're interested in a particular topic, you would go to that particular breakout room in order to gain the knowledge and interact with the presenter. So you can have your questions answered and raise your concerns and what you're seeing in your own holding, so that you can perhaps get solutions to those particular problems. So
you're not necessarily sitting in a classroom or in a room, a session rather, that is not really relative to your type of farming. So you go to that's absolutely amazing. In terms of the content, or in terms of the presenters, I mean, I know you had to look for the intelligence far and wide, the professionals in the field who have the experience, who's probably done the research and have the information to share. Could you tell us a little bit about who some of the presenters are going to be?
Sure. So we have persons that the farmers are quite familiar with. For example, Marcus Maiko. We have Mr. Potter Bruno. Those are names that you're familiar with. I will be there. Yes. We have persons from the University of the West Indies, from AICA, such as Dr. Ryan Mohammed. He's from the University of the West Indies. He is a very down-to-earth lecturer at the university. He's hands-on. He's very knowledgeable in his particular field, which is aquaculture and marine. So we have a number of persons in different aspects that lend itself to the agricultural sector and boosting it. We even have economists. You wouldn't think so, but you need to be cross-sectoral in order to actually mitigate climate change. We have persons in terms of hydroponics, like Brandon Abraham. Persons are going to be talking about protected agriculture in terms of in innovative structures like shade houses and so on. So there are going to be a lot of video presentations, a lot of demonstrations, a lot of things for people to see and hear, so that they can implement it in their enterprise.
You know, this sounds so very, very interesting. You know, not into agriculture myself, but just the way that the information is being shared this morning, it seems as if it's going to be interactive in terms of you can, you know, interface with the technology to kind of have a hold as to what is going to happen. In terms of registrations and persons who you're targeting, I mean, you mentioned the schools, the clubs, the farmers and stuff. How do persons register, and are you able to say what the fee is in terms of, is there an all-inclusive package, or is it that I can come on the first day and I don't have to come on the second day? How does that work out?
All right, so you can purchase tickets at Island E-Tickets. You can get it at you can get it at TAG's office. That's at Milshill Building, Division of Food Security. You can go on the website or the Facebook page. So the website is www.tags.gov.tt. The Facebook page is Tobago Agri-Tech Services Limited, or the division's website or Facebook page. In terms, actually right now we have a Black Friday sale on, so prices are reduced. You know, we have to give something back. It's the Christmas season, time for giving. So it's $100 for students. For 1 day general would be $200 and $250 for the 2 day general. Now, the 2 day general entitles you to access to the post-summit social, to food items, and to certain material. Yes? So if I was the normal man on the road, I would take the 2 day package. Yeah, it's cost effective and you'll get a whole lot out of the experience.
Yeah, because the 1 day package is $200 and the 2 day package is $250. So of course it makes a lot more, you know, in terms of dollars and cents, right? And in terms of the information you would be receiving there. So far, what has the registration been looking like? Have you been able to reach the groups that you've been targeting? Have they been responding? Are they excited? What is the word on the ground where that is concerned?
Right, so we have a number of persons already registered. We have the support of the Division of Education. So they are already sponsoring at least 4 schools to attend. And the package is very competitive, nice low rates. So the persons can come in now with the Black Friday sale, take advantage of that. And this afternoon, actually, we're going to be having a meeting. The Secretary of Food Security, Ms. Panton, she will be at the Shore Park Food Hub from 6 p.m. this evening. So persons can come out. We've invited farmers to come out to the event so that they can learn more about the summit and avail themselves of the opportunity to register. So it's not too late to register.
It sounds very, very interesting. And of course, I do hope that the farmers come out and register. Is it restricted to farmers in Tobago, or is it open to, let's say, for instance, I farm in Trinidad and I heard about this summit and I believe that the information that will be shared there will be beneficial to me. Can I come across to Tobago and participate?
Right. So the challenges that we experience are not just in Trinidad and Tobago. It's across the wider Caribbean. It's in fact global, these issues. What is particular about this summit is that it is open to everyone. From the Caribbean, it's open to persons in Trinidad, and it's open to us in Tobago. We are right here. Let us take advantage of the opportunity, the knowledge that's going to be shared, the experts that are coming in to give the information, the persons in technology, what's available out there. There are prizes to be won, which when you come this afternoon, you will hear about at the Food Hub at 6 p.m. So there's a lot to get out of this summit.
And, of course, people like to hear about prizes. They like to hear about tokens. Yes. But outside of that, it sounds as if the package that is being presented, it has a lot of content in it that persons can benefit from when they participate in the event. And I do hope that persons come out and they get the information and that they get to be a part of it, know what is happening and know how they can use the technology. In terms of learning about the technology, right? Let's take it a step further. So I've come to this summit. I've been a part of this, and now it's time for me to implement. Is there any type of support that will be given to participants to whether they can access the technology, whether they can access equipment, or whether it's finances or investment into their farms to implement what they have learned during the summit?
And that's a good question. So at the summit itself, we would have financiers. When we reduce our risk by implementing or utilizing the new techniques and strategies and tools that you're going to be hearing about, it means that because you reduce your risk, you open yourself to greater investment opportunities. So we have persons like ADB and Republic Bank who have new packages in agriculture and that they will be offering. So there's the financial support that will be there after the summit. And of course, the division will have its technical persons available to assist in terms of setup, in terms of advice, in terms of linking you with the right persons in order to establish your enterprise.
All right. As I said, I really am interested to see how this rolls out and how people would participate. Remind us again about the dates for the summit, time, place, and costs.
Right, so we start off with the pre-event with the Chocolate and Mud Festival on the 1st of December at the estate. That's from 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then we move into the 2-day exhibit, which is the 2-day summit, on the 2nd and 3rd of December from 9 to 4 each day. And that will be at the Shore Park Complex. And we have the Black Friday sale on, as I said before. It's only $100 for students, $200 for general for 1 day, and $250 for the 2-day general package. Yes, so come out and support. It's an opportunity for us to take agriculture forward and to build food security on the island.
Thank you so much, Tamika. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Mrs. Tamika Seals Manzano, Director of Food Crop Production, and we're talking about the Agri-Tech Innovation Summit upcoming. And we do hope that you got all the information and that you are ready to register and be a part of what is happening there. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations in studio this morning. And as we go for a break, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.
Black Friday starts now at Courts. Get new and amazing deals every week with the lowest prices on the hottest electronics, top-of-the-line appliances, and stylish furniture. No need to waste your time shopping around. Plus, you can shop now and pay us in February 2025. Black Friday starts now. Don't miss out. Courts, bringing value home.
Are you thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
When the game is on, you don't want to miss the best moments. With Amplia TV, you can enjoy our ultimate sports package and watch your favorite games on the go. Stay connected and informed with sports news, scores, and stats with Amplia's fastest internet speeds. Up to 1 GB fiber internet, you can stream riveting football action, cricket, NBA games, and much more. With Amplia, it's game on. Visit amplia.co.tt or call 800-4663. Amplia. Do more, live more.
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU. Get ready for Tobago's Talk West Next Level 2024. Join us for an unforgettable night of talent and excitement as Tobago's Talk West, in collaboration with Tobago Updates, presents the first semi-final on Thursday, November 14th, 2024, and the second semi-final on November 28th, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Shaw Park Complex. Celebrate the incredible talent from across Tobago's communities and witness a showcase like no other. Admission is just $50. Don't miss your chance to support the stars of tomorrow. See you there.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. We're just at 7:57 a.m. So you know what? If you're getting to work for 8 a.m., you're probably already late, so there's no need to speed on our nation's roads. Remember to drive safely, get yourself and the children to school and to work safely this morning. We continue conversations in studio this morning, and we speak with Mr. Kerwin Gregg. He is the PTA president, and Mr. Steve Peterkin, teacher at the Signal Hill Government Primary School. And guess what? It's the festive season, so we're going to be talking all things Christmas this morning there at the Signal Hill Government Primary School. Good morning, guys, and welcome.
Good morning. Good morning.
Right. Thank you, of course, for representing the PTA this morning as we talk about the Christmas season at Signal Hill Government Primary School. So tell us what is happening. I know Signal Hill is a school that prides itself on activities, achievements, and, ensuring the children have a good time. So tell us what is happening there this Christmas season.
So, good morning. Again, first to begin with, we want to ensure that we keep the beacon or the radiance flying high at Signal Hill. Seeing that we are on the hill, we must also shine and always give others to follow, right? So they can see the light in us. So let me start by saying that we'll be starting by having our Christmas fair. I shouldn't say Christmas fair in December, but a November affair, which is held on Friday. And that is where we have the students and so on after exam, you know, coming out with the parents, and they could have a activity fun day, and the parents as well. We have lots of activities. We have disco, bouncy castle, lots of eats, drinks, and so forth on that day, just as a normal December affair. And then we'll follow and couple that with the Christmas village that follows the other, that you know, coincide with the other 2 days, which is on the 30th of November and culminates on the 1st of December.
All right, so I want to get some information on the November affair, because you're talking about bouncy castle, punch board, games, food, fun, music. There must be a fee to enter, or is it free? So tell us about if there's a cover charge for the children or the parents, or how does it work in terms of getting to be a part of the November affair?
All right, so the November affair is what we normally call school fair. We call it a November affair. It's a really fun time for students and parents. And I must say parents really enjoy the fair. They come and they win all sorts of stuff from the bottle stalls. They have to have children to help them take prizes out, because some parents really go all in. And they have toys, winning a lot of toys. They have a lot of fun driving around on go-karts. Signal Hill is very, very unique in that it has a playing field and a pitched court at the back. So we can have a lot of activities there, and there's where we have our bouncy castle, our go-kart. To get in, there's a $10 fee. Once you get into the compound, every stall has its prices. Sweets, drinks, eats, fun, candy, balloons. It's just an entire school. The school is actually transformed from a place of learning to a place of fun. And we encourage everyone to come out, because you know they're saying it takes a village to raise a child. It takes the community to make Signal Hill great. And you would know Signal Hill is one of the great schools that we have in our country. Signal Hill is a school that you would hear all the time in academics. You look at SEA results, you look at spelling bee competitions. Signal Hill would be, as Mr. Greg said, a leader. We were the first to have a drive-by graduation, something that's never been heard of. And we continue to innovate and improve. And this year, the PTA has come up with a Christmas village. Imagine Signal Hill Government Primary School playing field filled with different vendors, tents, music. You come into that space and you're just immersed in different products, things for children, things for adults, food to eat. Jira, there's a stall there selling some Jira. I can't wait to try that Jira, because I would be there for sure, right? And we're inviting everyone, not just from Signal Hill, because this is over the weekend. And it's about time that's the time people start to look for little gifts for the niece and nephew, for the mom, the dad, things to run about and do. And this is a place where you could come in and you get more than one thing's done, while in a fun environment over the weekend. That's the Saturday and the Sunday. So let's say, go to church on Saturday. No problem, come on Sunday. And if you know you have church on Sunday, come Saturday quick, right? And the earlier you come, the more you get, right, Mr. Greg?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, so I'm listening to the type of vendors that would be there for the Christmas village, and it sounds so amazing when you're talking about food. I mean, Christmas is a time, one thing you know you're gonna get around Christmas time is all different types of food.
Yeah.
Food you will not see throughout the year. They come to the surface at Christmas time. We're talking about the pastels and the cakes and the pancha creme and all the other types of foods, being made available. And the Christmas village, I welcome the idea, and I want to say congratulations to the PTA of Signal Hill for coming up with this idea. I don't want to be unfair to other schools, but I can't think of another primary school having a Christmas village in terms of having vendors together in one space, providing that service to persons around this time, Christmas time. For the Christmas village, is there a fee, or is it that the gates are going to be open and you come in and shop?
Actually, the gates will be open, but what we actually have with the Christmas village, because since that it's the first of its kind, we use it as an initiative to raise funds to assist the school in the purchase of items that the school may require. So what the PTA does along with this school, that we look to assist and to see if we can enable the school to have equipments and things that they can enhance the children learning to make the space comfortable. All right, so we can provide a conditioning fans and so that we may not get from the division because of lack of funds and so on. So the PTA always have initiative where they can assist the school in ventures like these. And it's an environment where you can shop in one space, in a festive place with music and so on. As I said, you can get a number of different things on show, and it's family oriented. It's a place where we can have businesses, to advertise what they have, the items they produce. So the local Tobagonians, I should say, as we in the Tobago space, will be able to highlight, okay, puncher cream, we can have puncher cream being made by this person. So people can come and, purchase the puncher cream, cakes, sweets, and so on. Their business that may be located in areas that we may not know, because it have places located, businesses in areas where we may not be, acquainted with. So they give them the opportunity to highlight their business, what they sell, and in one space, and we can use the funding, ensure that when you come, that the funding, as I said, is to assist the school. So we want to encourage persons to come out and spend, and to shop, because it's a worthy venture, first of its kind, to assist. So anything we do is trying to assist for the enhancement of learning.
And another opportunity I see this Christmas village doing, as you were mentioning, the vendors who might have produce that people don't know about, it gives them an opportunity, one, for the exposure, and two, I didn't come to buy puncher cream today, but I realize you're selling puncher cream, so I'm going to take your number, and I will order puncher cream for my Christmas party, so I might take 3, 4, 5 bottles. So it gives the vendor as well an opportunity to branch out in terms of their produce and the things that they are selling there. In closing, I want you to brag a little bit about Signal Hill Government Primary School.
Oh, don't get me started.
Just a little bit, just to encourage other schools, parents to invest in their children, children to be obedient to their parents and their teachers. The whole teaching and learning process, in the Signal Hill instance, and also as an encouragement to others who are looking on.
So at Signal Hill, we create an environment to foster the all-round child. In the past, you would have seen schools where if a school is known to be academically performing, they would not do well in sports. You remember the days back when Compre used to give Bishop 16-0 in football? Because it was seen that Bishop's was the academic school, so it wasn't really good in sports. But we have seen that trend is changing. And at Signal Hill, we're a leader. We lead in trends as well. So at Signal Hill, we have our academics up to par. We've been mentioned by the division, different competitions that we win. Music festival, we're there as well. With Pan, with Parang. I think we were the only school in Tobago to do Parang. So we automatically went to Trinidad. We're there with sports. We're this year's under 15 boys champion again. Our girls were in the finals. We are doing awesome in our sports. We have cricketers that go to Trinidad to play for under 12. We have persons in Boys Brigade. We have scouts. We have an all-round society. And we want to encourage parents to take some time off, especially in this season as well. Family is so important. Spending time with your family is a way of teaching them and passing on that legacy that you got from your parents, that you got from your grandparents, or things that you have cultivated for yourself. Grounding principles in your life, morals and values. It's in situations like these that you're able to pass them on in a real learning environment, where it's not just, if this happens, do this. It's a practical place. Come in, spend some time with the kids, walk around, discuss what you see, right? Discuss things. Hey, do you want this? Why you want that? What do you think about the price? Now you can incorporate things that they learn in school as well into that fun environment. You're there at the Christmas village, you are calculating prices, you're adding, you're doing the bill. Everything that you've learned in school, you have a chance to put it out there. And it's a whole lot of fun. We can't forget the fun. Mr. Greg is serious all the time. That is why he's the PTA president. But we can't forget the fun. Yes, you're contributing to the school, but come there and get something for yourself, right? Besides food and toys and stuff, there's Unitrust. Unitrust is going to have a booth there. You come in here, get some financial advice. See where you can invest your money. TechFlex is going to be there. You have your tablets, your phones, your cases. You might walk in, as you said, you're looking for toys. You didn't realize, hey, these people selling and they have the case for your phone. Maybe you don't have a nice phone like Mr. Greg. Maybe you have a smaller phone that you can't find the case anywhere. You can walk in and walk out satisfied knowing that at Signal Hill Government Primary, we have provided a space for everyone. The children, parents, auntie, uncle, nenen, bring your dog and all, right? And come to our Christmas village, as Mr. Greg said, the first of its kind. And I agree with you, I've never really heard of this. I've heard of schools doing some awesome initiatives, but I've never heard of this. So maybe we're the first. Maybe I'll take that. I'll take Signal Hill Government Primary being the first school to have a Christmas village. And I'll take that people in the village, Signal Hill, the environs, people who are just on their way home or on their way out, to pass through, grab something to eat, grab a toy for your children, auntie, uncle, grab something. There are handbags, leather craft, jewelry. Man, you name it, I think you might just be able to find that gift that you're looking for. Especially for that one person, you don't know what to buy.
Yes.
You don't know what to buy for that one person. Pass through the Christmas village and you might see something so special that you just have to get it.
That's right. Absolutely amazing stuff happening there at the Signal Hill Government Primary School this weekend. They start off with their November affair for the children in school on Friday 29th, and the Christmas Village takes place on Saturday 30th and Sunday 1st of December. So you want to be a part of that, of course, support the school, and of course a time for socialization, interaction, fun, and, you know, all the good stuff happening there at the Signal Hill Government Primary School. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we end the morning show on Tobago Updates Television, but it's not where we end our programming. We head on over to GMT, and as we go, we invite you to help us. Share the live, share the live, share the live.
We needed to do this, and by this I mean recognize publicly the persons that not only participated in the 2024 edition of the Tobago Heritage Festival, but the persons who put their best feet forward, put their talent on display. This morning we are here to recognize the winners across the categories in the Tobago Heritage Festival Calypso Monarch competition, our folk fiesta, our Junior Miss Heritage competition, and to distribute checks to our community groups that participated.
Hi, I am Gavi Sandy. I participated in the Tobago Heritage Calypso Monarch, and I am the winner, second time in a row. I'm very excited, not only about collecting the check, but collecting it at a faster time than last year. You know, that's something I really appreciate. They put in the effort to pay out the monies faster, and I truly appreciate that.
I am Leslie Ellis, mother of Gavi Sandy,
and I placed in the Tobago Calypso Heritage Monarch, and I placed 4th, second time in a row. While I appreciate getting the money earlier than last year, I wish I had it for my birthday, which was in September.
We are grateful for the monies because, you know, we work very hard, and I mean, when you work hard, you must get paid. But apart from that, you know, we take pride in our culture. We do not do it for the money, we do it to keep the culture alive, to spread, you know, the information, you know, the knowledge. So that's and for the fun, we enjoy what we do.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
This infrastructure is being developed because we have another dream. We have a dream when Cove Industrial Estate will in fact be an industrial estate, and there will be the need to transport containers in and out of Cove. We build this dream because we see an increase in tourist arrivals at the new terminal, and we want to move them as quickly as possible out of Crown Point into the rest of the beauty that is Tobago.
And as you traverse along that road, on the interior, you will meet a roundabout that will be named after Dr. Jefferson Davidson. Dr. Davidson took over the helm from Mr. A.N.R. Robinson when he departed our shores in '86 to become Prime Minister of the country. He was also the first presiding officer of the modern Tobago House of Assembly. And then as you come to this direction, and Secretary James mentioned it, this roundabout here at Shervan will be named after James Bigat. What he did not tell you about James Bigat is that James Bigat is actually responsible for the education of hundreds, thousands of Tobagonians. The road we are standing on today will be appropriately named the Pamela Nicholson Avenue. But as fortunes will have it, the Pamela Nicholson Avenue will drive onto or intersect with a boulevard named after another Charlottevillian in the person of Dr. Winston Murray, the Dr. Winston Murray Boulevard. Coincidentally, both Dr. Murray and Miss Nicholson were members of Parliament for Tobago West.
It is with great humility and gratitude that I accept this token of your recognition of my life of service to Tobago. May we as a people continue to grow from strength to strength, always being blessed with visionary and selfless leadership as we position and promote Tobago as the gem of the Caribbean, cognizant of our positive contribution to
good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. I am your host, Chanel Felix, and you know whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. The NGO Fishermen and Friends of the Sea is offering a $15,000 reward for information leading to the recovery of a stolen boat. The Firefly, stolen from Grandy Beach, Tobago, on November the 21st, the 28-foot pirogue registered TFT 1896 is blue inside and white outside, with a 200 Yamaha outboard engine. Fishermen and Friends of the Sea Corporate Secretary Gary Boudou highlighted the lack of Coast Guard presence and urged the public to help identify thieves. Information can be reported to the boat's owner, Branson Olivier, at 773-0931 or 355-7672. Additionally, appeal court dismissed the challenge by Warner Group of companies owned by Alan Warner. Refusal of an injunction to make police vacate its Waterfield plant and return seized equipment. Justice Mark Mohammed and Peter Rajkumar upheld the High Court's Judge Frank C. Prasad's August ruling, filing no error in his decision. The Warner Group of companies comprised 5 companies and 12 individuals charged with illegal mining, was ordered to pay the legal costs of Attorney General and the Director of Public Prosecutions. The civil case continues on January 14, 2025, while Alan Warner, his son, and 11 others remain on bail for related criminal charges. And finally, the MV Cabo Star is expected to resume services today, following the completion of maintenance work, according to the Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transportation Company. The vessel is scheduled to depart Port of Spain, the Port of Spain's ferry terminal at 2 p.m. The cargo ferry was out of service over the weekend for planned maintenance to ensure its efficiency and reliability. The Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transportation Company advises truckers, port users, and contingencies to confirm the vessel's status via its social media platform and website before heading to the terminals. And that was our news in 90 seconds. Morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. Now, they are saying that the Tobago Day celebrations are going to be just as big as possibly the Tobago Carnival. This morning, we are talking about the Tobago Day celebration here in studio with Avian Parks, who is the Communication Director at the Office of the Chief Secretary, as well as Akinlabi Holder, who is from the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities, and Transportation. Good morning and welcome, guys.
Good morning. Good morning, Chanel. Good morning to Tobago, Trinidad, and Tobago, the region, and the rest of the world.
Excellent. Now, the people are saying the Tobago Day celebrations are getting bigger and bigger every year and might even be competing with that Tobago Carnival in its magnitude. Talk to us about how the Tobago Day celebration has grown over time.
Thank you, Chanel, for the opportunity to be on Good Morning Tobago. Tobago Day has been around since 2016. Most persons know it as Assembly Day because that is how it started. So most people are familiar with Assembly Day, where we celebrated the Tobago House of Assembly in its new incarnation through Act 37 of 1980. And so we celebrated the divisions, so the political achievements of the Tobago House of Assembly and how far we have come in terms of governance. However, in about 2015, then Assemblyman Claudia Groom-Duke moved a motion to celebrate, to make it bigger. So rather than just celebrating the Assembly, she felt, and she had the support of her Executive Council at the time, that it was necessary for Tobago to celebrate itself as an island in its entirety. So not just its political history and achievements, but the uniqueness of the island, the culture, the people, the political history, the heritage. And so from 2016, we moved towards Tobago Day. This year, we've started off Tobago Day celebrations with a bang. So for the first time, we really tried to go through the length and breadth of Tobago with a Tobago Day caravan. So persons would have seen the music truck with the Tobago Day banners moving through the streets. We started off in the west. On Friday, we went to the different divisions and we ended here in Scarborough. We went through Plymouth, Blackrock, that side of the island, and then on Saturday we did the east. So we stayed on the main road and we went through all the villages, came around the link road, came through Northeast and down at Crown Point, and we ended on the streets of Crown Point, literally with entertainment from Yosh. So we are now beginning to roll out the schedule of activities.
Excellent. And when we look at the schedule, you know, there are some events on the schedule that everyone is looking forward to participating in. One of those big events is that THA Sport and Family Day that's happening at the Buku Integrated Facility. Now we know everyone comes out to wave the flag, wear the jersey, and just have a time representing their divisions. And even persons who do not work in the different divisions, they are always there coming out to have fun, supporting their family members. But we see added to the event calendar that Tobago fashion opulence. Tell us about that and what is happening with that. What was the concept behind that?
So before I have Akinlabi talk about fashion first, I just want to say that the THA Sports and Family Day is not just for THA workers. Anybody and everybody is invited to the Buku Integrated Facility on Saturday, 30th November. So that's an event that we encourage families, you know, persons, stop, bring out your families, your friends, and so on to the event, and let us just have a really nice, fun time at the Buku Integrated Facility. So Akinlabi will talk about Tobago Fashion First, Opulence Enhanced.
Okay, so the Tobago Fashion First, Opulence Enhanced was born out of the idea that we wanted to really add something special to this year's iteration of the Tobago Day celebrations. And we thought that with the recent investments of the Tobago House of Assembly in the orange economy, through you see Tobago Performing Arts Company and the Tobago Carnival, we felt that we should also make another investment, per se, into the orange economy. And we thought, why not a fashion show, where we could celebrate the plethora of world-class designers that we have on the island. You know, we have a lot of world-class designers on the island, and we wanted to really celebrate them, and we wanted to bring them to the fore so that Tobagonians can really see the kind of talent that we have on the island. So it is carded for December the 14th at the Magdalena Grand Hotel. This is not a free event, but it's a cheap event. The general tickets are $200, and the VIP tickets are $400. Now, the idea was to bring together some of Tobago's finest fashion designers throughout the different disciplines within the fashion industry. So we have garment designers, we have accessory designers, and we have some doing bags and footwear as well.
Excellent. And let's look into what is being offered for that VIP at the fashion show.
Well, the VIP section would offer you cocktail. There's a cocktail hour. You will have cocktails, you will have entertainment, and you will be mingling with the the designers as well, and also industry persons within the fashion industry in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right. And so that VIP is really valuable for persons who are within the orange economy to come and network with some of their colleagues, build those connections as well.
Most definitely, yes.
And now, is there enough space at the Magdalena Grand Hotel for the entire Tobago to come out and support this fashion show?
So no, we don't have enough space for the entire of Tobago to come to the Magdalena Grand, but we try to make enough space as possible. There are limited tickets, but the tickets right now are online on Island e-tickets. You can go and purchase online. And in the coming week, yes, the physical tickets will be made available. So what we want you all to do is to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Tobago Fashion First, so that you can keep updated with the updates that will be coming out over the next couple of weeks concerning the event.
All right.
Before we go on, another feature in the fashion show is that we're going to have something called a designer's market that will allow members of the public to walk with your cash and support the designers that will be featured on the night and purchase pieces from them, purchase accessories, purchase gowns. If you don't have the money to purchase gowns, set appointments to have your gown created by the designers, because they're going to come out and put out some really spectacular pieces on the night.
Excellent. So that means we can get some pieces straight off the runway.
If you have the money for it and you want it, you see it, you like it, you love it,
all right,
buy it.
And so that is for you guys watching to understand that not only do you need to get your tickets early, but you need to also walk with your cash.
Yes.
To be a part of that, because you can't see something and say, oh, I really like that, and you don't buy it.
Yes.
We really have to support local during this time. Now, Ms. Parks, there are a number of other activities happening during this Tobago Day celebration. Tell us about some of the other stuff that we can also look forward to.
All right, so I want to touch on the Chocolate and Mud Juve that has been added on the calendar, but that is an event under the Division of Food Security, and they have been putting out their ads and so on. So if you want more information, you can check the pages of the Division of Food Security. That's for the Chocolate and Mud Juve, which is happening 5 a.m. to 12 on December 1st. At the Le Coco Estate, Goldsboro. I must say that the Thanksgiving service that is on the schedule for December 4th, we have made a decision to reschedule that event, so it will no longer be taking place on December 4th. But of course, we will provide updated information regarding the Thanksgiving service. We have the Tobago Day Awards. Everybody's familiar with the Tobago Day Awards by now. It is an invitation-only event, but of course, we normally have a live broadcast on our local station, so you can check it out on Tobago Updates and Channel 5, and that is on December 4th. Now, the Tobago Day Awards is held on December 4th every year. That is a staple for Tobago Day, December 4th. I want to touch on the youth plenary because I love the idea that the Assembly Legislature has really been working very hard in terms of getting youth actively involved in governance. And so this is where the youth take over the House, take over the chamber, and they debate a motion, and they hold every position in the chamber for that day. And that is at 1:30 p.m. It's also streamed live on Facebook, so persons can catch it there. We have the Chief Secretary's Art Competition prize giving ceremony. That is an invitation-only event, but it will be streamed, so you can look forward to it on Facebook. And that is where we had so many art pieces, art submissions from our secondary school students. This year, we had the biggest number ever. We had 104 entries. So you could imagine that the judges had a task going through these 104 entries to only pick out 18. But I really, really want to thank the students and the parents who entered, and all the participating students will be invited to the prize-giving ceremony along with a parent or guardian. Akinlabi spoke about Tobago Fashion First, Opulence Enhanced, And we have History and Heritage, which is an interview with Dr. Rita Pemberton. And you know, Dr. Rita Pemberton has done a wealth of research on Tobago. So we'll be having that interview on December 3rd at 10 a.m. It is going to be broadcast live on the Office of the Chief Secretary Facebook page on that day. And the interview will be done by one of our producers at the Department of Information, Mr. Ryan McCool. So that basically takes us through the schedule of events. Oh, I didn't mention the All Fours. So All Fours has become a thing again in Tobago. It's become really, really popular again. You have so many All Fours groups that are actively competing throughout the year. And so this competition is not just for THA divisions. It started yesterday down at Roberts Ranch in Canaan. It continues this Thursday. We have ComDev Underdogs versus Young Stars, Ultimate Rejects versus All Stars, and Good Times versus Young Guns. So it's a combination of teams from the THA divisions as well as teams from the community. So if you're into All Fours, if All Fours is your thing, you can go down to Roberts Ranch in Canaan and take in the All Fours competition.
Excellent. And guys, you heard it here. There's a lot that's happening. You see this schedule that my producer put up on the screen. So whatever you see there that you want to be a part of, be sure that you're there, that you encourage your friends and your family to be a part of all the events that are happening. We have, interestingly, something that we've never seen before, that chocolate and mud juve happening at the Goldsboro Estate. Very interesting. We look forward to having a great time, as well as at the THA Sports and Family Day. For me particularly, I'm looking forward to Fashion First. I don't know about you, but I'm going to be front row, right?
Yes. Concerning fashion show, it would be remiss of me if I didn't mention the designers that will be featured on the night. So in this first year, we could only bring on 9 designers, unfortunately. We really wanted to expand it some more, but we have limitations. So doing accessories, we're going to have Tedata, Maria Potter, Kester Ford, and Camille Khan. Tedata is also going to be doing bags alongside with Kester Ford, and Tedata will be doing footwear as well. In the garment section, we have Darian Phillips, we have Sharon Phillips, we have Daniel Clark, we have Andrew Smith, and we have Anike Taylor. So it's really going to be a night of excellence. I know that all these designers are going to be putting their best work out. So it's going to be, we're going to see spectacular, absolutely magnificent pieces on the runway on that night. So anybody in Tobago who is interested in fashion, who has a liking, a love for fashion, we highly encourage you to go and either need tickets, buy your tickets online, and soon follow the social media pages on Facebook and Instagram at Tobago Fashion First, and your information will come out on where the physical ticket locations will be soon enough.
Excellent. And we know that Tobago people love to dress up, child. And we all, we often accuse persons of thinking that it's a fashion show. Well, no, it's really a fashion show. So you get to come out, dress your best in your best opulent piece and represent the theme well. We look forward to seeing all the young talent coming out on that night and displaying what they have worked so tirelessly on, and finally get the recognition that they deserve for their hard work. Guys, we want to thank you so much for coming on this morning and telling us all that's happening with the Tobago Day Celebration 2024. Push for Progress 44 in 24.
Yes. The Tobago House of Assembly is 44 years this year.
Yes, exactly.
So, and that's a significant number. Next year, 45th. So, yes, we are continuing to push for progress as an island and as a people.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Avian Parks and Akinlabi, guys.
Thank you for having us, Shana.
You're always welcome to come to the show here on Tobago Updates. Guys, we're going to take a break right here, and we're going to see you soon, right after this.
Get ready, Tobago! Tobago Day 2024 is quickly approaching. Celebrate with us. Here's the schedule of activities. November 22nd and 23rd, Tobago Day Launch and Motorcade. November 16th to December 8th, Battle of the Cards. November 29th, Interdivision Triathlon 5 a.m. at Buku Integrated Facility. November 30th, THA Sports and Family Day, 6 p.m. Buku Integrated Facility. Celebrate with us on December 1st at the Chocolate and Mud Juve, 5 a.m. to 12 noon at Lure Coco Estate in Goldsboro. On December 4th, we give thanks with a Thanksgiving service from 9 a.m. at Lambeau Church of God. 6:30 p.m. Tobago Day Awards. December 5th, Youth Plenary at 1:30 p.m. at the Assembly Legislature. December 6th, Chief Secretary's Arts Competition and Prize Giving Ceremony. December 14th, Tobago Fashion First, Opulence Enhanced. 6:30 p.m. Magdalena Grand Beach and Golf Resorts. Tobago Day, push for progress. 44 in 24.
Black Friday starts now at Courts. Get new and amazing deals every week with the lowest prices on the hottest electronics, top-of-the-line appliances, and stylish furniture. No need to waste your time shopping around. Plus, you can shop now and pay us in February 2025. Black Friday starts now. Don't miss out. Courts, bringing value home.
Are you thinking about spending Christmas in Tobago? Well, call us at Thorns Place. We are located at the hills of Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port, with rooms starting at 200 TT. Call us now at 745-7306 or 682-8676. Follow us on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. Message us on WhatsApp at Thorns Place. Your Christmas in Tobago will be even more special.
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning as the passion start to rise. The energy fill the sky.
To concrete, set once and sip up pink routine while I'm skating in the streets. Blues are the currency my mama signed me. Yeah, my eyes so red, my brother messed up, so now I'm researched by the feds. I got locked up for green, but still I got a team. Discipline and tolerance produce the best confidence. My dominance is documented. My wine is so fermented. My cellar is storage for my kings to be counted. Block me a cheese to give the ignorance is misleading. My intelligence is graduating to the highest of the most, indoctrinating my goals, the digital downloads never told. Say my parts is labeled gold. I got the diamonds wrapped up on my finger, so I track. Know what you think about that? You wanna join me for the chorus? It goes, listen to the vox, I determine my ox. Listen to vox, I determine my ox. Listen to vox, I determine my ox. Listen to vox.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. Well, by the looks of what we've just seen here on the screen, you already know that we are talking about the semi-finals of the Tobago Star Quest that's happening on Thursday evening at the Shore Park Cultural Complex. Now we have in studio with us the guest that you just seen right there on the screen. He did his big one. Are you proud of the of your performance in the sorry, are you proud of what you just saw in the preliminary round?
It was very impromptu, but I have been practicing for a very long time, just waiting for the right moment, opportune moment.
And so the brand of Nigel Devines, have you been a part of this thing for a long time? And is this just one of the opportunities that you've seen to come out and let Tobago persons know more about the brand that you have already created? Or is this new for you?
It isn't new. I have been working in the music industry in the background for a very long time, probably 20 years. I've done graphics, right to stage management, artist liaison. I've done it all in the entertainment industry. Now it's time to come to the forefront, I guess. The opportunity is here and I'm taking advantage of it.
All right. So when it comes to the Nigel Devines brand, it has mostly been behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes,
And now we are seeing Nigel Devines on screen, in person, coming to the forefront to really showcase your talent to Tobagonians. From what you've seen there and all the work that you have been doing behind the scenes to perfect your craft, do you think that you are in a position to win this competition?
I can't say. I could only say on the night, that A game is important. To have that A game ready takes practice. So as soon as I'm finished here, I'm going to go home and practice because there are some details that I'm still working out, ironing out. You could always grow as an artist and get better. So
all right. When you saw the level of the competition and the type of talent that was brought to the forefront, were you surprised compared to what you were actually expecting?
There are some performers that surprised me, yes. Their level of dedication and commitment was a little bit intimidating at first, but as we get closer to the day, I think it'll sort itself out.
Right. Why do you think it's important for persons to come out on Thursday night at 7 p.m. and come and support the artists that are going to be out there showcasing their talent?
It's important because artists, creatives need the support of the community, and we also need to get to know each other, meet each other properly, and grow from there. So it's important that everybody comes out. We could understand what's happening on the entertainment plane in Tobago and help it to grow and become something that everybody in the world want to come here and watch because we're very talented people here.
All right, excellent. And so what are some of the strategies that you have been employing to really get yourself ready, whether it be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally?
One of the most important things I've been doing is trying to keep my connection to the divine, so I could be guided in the right way and shaped. Exercise is paramount. Breathing, practicing, practice. Yeah.
Excellent. Now, we want to wish you nothing but the best in the semifinals on Tuesday night. And so, is there anything that you want to tell the people before we round up our discussion? Guys, it's only $50 to get into the Shaw Park Cultural Complex on Thursday. And it's important for us to come out and really show our support to the artists, give them the energy that they need to really give their best performance.
Yes.
Whether you know them or not, just hearing that response from the crowd gives them the energy that they need to give that extra oomph. So we look forward to you coming out and supporting the artists, and we look forward to you as well doing your best and possibly making it to the finals. Guys, we're going to take a quick break right here. We're going to be back right after this. See you soon.
My lyrics be mad steady, my flow definitely ready. Smoke a mini blunt, my mind stunts, my little runs. Kick pumps inside, be immaculate. This be the 6 borough. Check the buzz, it be thorough. Oh, my raps be nice and jello. It's nice and sweet, I got cake that's mellow. You MCs get on your knees and follow. Baby, please, I rhyme like I got a rap disease.
Could be nasty, got the beast to sound jabby. Stone said they'd stab me. Infinite if you're classy to meet an MC like.
You see, when you
Get ready for Tobago's Talkwest Next Level 2024. Join us for an unforgettable night of talent and excitement as Tobago's Talkwest, in collaboration with Tobago Updates, presents the first semi-final on Thursday, November 14th, 2024, and the second semi-final on November 28th, 2024 at 7 p.m. at the Shore Park Complex. Celebrate the incredible talent from across Tobago's communities and witness a showcase like no other. Admission is just $50. Don't miss your chance to support the stars of tomorrow. See you there.
Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills, or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. It's a brand new morning.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Now this morning we're talking about all that's happening on the art scene with the Secret Garden. This morning we are chatting with Mr. Martin Superville, who is the art gallery owner, as well as Janelle
Laveau Sims.
Laveau Sims. Is it French?
It is. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Excellent. And you are the group and events manager at the Cocoa Reef Hotel.
That is correct, yes.
Excellent. And so, Mr. Superville, we know you as being one of the top art gallery owners here on the island of Tobago, with a number of your art pieces, your art displays, and you have also been a teacher and a mentor to a lot of young artists. Why is it important for you to host this event, the Secret Garden, and what does it represent for you during this time?
Well, good morning, Chanel. Thank you for having us again, and good morning, Tobago. The importance of it is going where the people are, reaching out to where we can put the creative sector more to where the visitors in the island are located. And of course, we have Cocoa Reef has been around for 29 years, and it's a very unique space. And if you've ever been there, you would see that there's a nice, beautiful driveway through this lush, delightful garden. So actually, it suits the name of the exhibition and what we want to do beautifully.
Right. And now, when it comes to the event itself, now there are a lot of persons like myself and a lot of those millennials going up that are looking for a fresh new way to have fun, to enjoy, to maybe sip a glass of wine, network, chit-chat a bit. And we're looking for events that reflect that. And this event happens to be one of those events where you get to come to Cocoa Reef.
Indeed.
It's a daytime type of event, so you get to take nice photos.
Correct.
With all the greenery in that lovely garden and the entry, you get to take photos by the beach.
Correct.
You get to connect, you get to chat, you get to take all the content that you want to
Indeed,
take
yes.
while looking at some quite sophisticated art pieces,
Well
darling. Right? So we look forward to this type of event. This is definitely up my alley, and I'm definitely going to be there, and I'm going to encourage all my friends to come out. So this is happening on the 27th of November
Tomorrow
at the Cocoa Reef A hotel, yes. And so tell us about what's happening in relation to the finger foods. What can we expect to enjoy while we look at the lovely art pieces?
Well, as Martin said, it's a secret garden. I mean, but it's like an open secret, you know.
Right.
And there are some aspects of it we're going to keep as a surprise, you know, keep it, you know, to keep it, keep you on your toes. So the culinary aspect will be one of those. But yes, you can expect some nice treats.
Oh, wow.
Of course.
I'm looking forward.
We have to maintain, you know, our brand.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to that. And now when it comes to the prime opportunity to showcase Tobago's art pieces to not only locals, but to tourists that are on the island, you indicated that Cocoa Reef was a prime partner because they have existed for a long time and they're also in a prime location. Why is it important for you to continue these types of partnerships on an ongoing basis? Yes, Mr. Supervisor.
Well, there's not many spaces for art in the island. So, and even if there may be buildings, art needs wall space. So this is one area that we recognize there was a nice area to put art on walls. So we're twisting it around a little so that it can encumber our art world. They're not selling art is not the easiest of fields. So anything that allows that opportunity, we will always gravitate to it.
Okay, so this is also an opportunity to purchase some of the pieces.
Correct, yes. Can I just add though, I had the opportunity to have a sneak peek at some of the pieces yesterday, and I must say, well, it's they're quite interesting, very unique pieces, and they're appropriately sized to purchase and travel with, if that, you know, if that makes sense and convenient. So for persons who are you know, on their way to the airport or just want to have an afternoon sunset sip, look at the art, purchase and take away. For me, I see it as convenient on a personal level.
All right.
Yeah.
And how affordable are these art pieces, Mr. Supervisor?
There are lots of prices. We have, to the point that we have Samantha Joseph. She's doing caricatures. She's coming in from Trinidad. She does lots of little pieces. The show is designed on all different aspects. You have artisans that will have some, you know, the candle makers and the sweets and that type of thing. So it's a nice combination of not just art alone. You have sculptors. You have people that make things. You have people that paint. You have colored pencil. You have oils, charcoal, ink, watercolors. Some of the leading artists in Trinidad and Tobago are involved. Jackie Hinkson, Cindy Atta, these are top names. They're in the business many years. I'm sure people may have seen Jackie around Tobago doing plein air painting by the beach somewhere. He's always around Tobago painting, and we have a number of his pieces that is on display. And we also have like Shanari Richardson, I think is the name. He's a young upcoming talent, and he's involved. And so there's a nice mix of young and old. We have to encourage the young ones. You can't just believe that, okay, we have some mature artists and these are the ones going to be living forever. No, you have to bridge the gap. And so it's not just a matter of having art. You have to have great art. You have to have the wow factor. In fact, if you don't have the wow factor, well, you feel like you would have failed in a way. So this is not the case. We have pieces that you go, I can guarantee you see them, you go, wow.
Okay, excellent.
Guaranteed.
And all right, so we're going to talk more about the art pieces that we can expect to see tomorrow evening at the Cocoa Reef. But we're going to take a quick break and we're going to be back right after this. See you soon, guys.
Standards Black Friday deal starts now with 35% off select television, 30% off select appliances, 25% off Christmas decor, 15% off select divans, 20% off select furniture, and you can shop in store and online. Standards Black Friday deal. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills, or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up.
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Now we continue our conversation on all that's happening on the art front, but we do have Miss Renise Benjamin Trim, who is an assistant curator at the art gallery, who is joining our conversation this morning to tell us more about the artists and the artisans that are going to be present at the event.
Yes. Well, we have a combination of artists from Tobago and Trinidad. I know Martin, when he was on, he touched on some of the artists like Shanari. We have Amber Shaw. We have Chris Thomas. We have Gail Panton. And then some of our Trinidad artists, we have Amita Jackreit. We have so many of them. Peter Shepard. How can I forget? Peter Shepard, and even one of Trinidad and Tobago famous artist, Jackie Hinkson.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And so, as he indicated before, persons would be able to come out and purchase art, but also maybe order some art pieces, or just begin the conversation on how they can, you know, connect and just have that network of artists that they can tap into, specifically for new developers, interior designers, and all those persons who may be interested in having some local art. And so tell us why it's important for Cocoa Reef to partner with these types of events.
Well, when we consider what tourism is and all that it encompasses, culture, arts is all part of it. It's all encompassing. And so when we got the opportunity to partner with the art gallery, we thought, why not? Let's just get on board and, you know, be part of the community, you know, in a significant way to, you know, allow the Tobago community to, as he said, experience the art, experience our property, experience what we have to offer. You know, it's a good synergy of two worlds, you know, combining for art and tourism. So you mentioned something earlier about yourself and your friends, you know, wanting a space in Tobago to relax and to experience new things. And so I would like to invite you to come by, especially on the weekends at Cocoa Reef. We have a happy hour on a Friday evening, barbecue on Saturdays with live entertainment. And we like to also open for the days, you know, come have breakfast, spend the day with us, have lunch. We can arrange for you to have a private dinner on the beach. Something, you know, something.
Sounds quite romantic.
Absolutely.
To me,
and I mean, if it's a proposal and you go into wanting to get married, we do that as well.
Right.
So we're not just a secret the secret garden wheel for everybody.
Right. And so sometimes when things are around for a long time, persons tend to forget that they still have access to it. Because I remember we used to come down to Cocoa Reef on Sunday and get the day pass and go to the
it's still
beach
available to you.
and
It's
have
still available
lunch
to
and
you.
everything. I believe it was a buffet. It was like a package where you get food, drinks, and
we can
you
still
use
work
the
those
beach.
things out. And for Christmas, we have a beautiful Christmas buffet on that we're offering to to persons as well. Not just for Christmas Day, but for the entire season leading up.
Right.
So we can have several conversations about things.
Right. So I can
and
bring
then
my
on the
family over for brunch this weekend.
breakfast.
Breakfast.
And you can also stay for lunch.
All right, excellent. So guys, don't forget that we do have this gem of Cocoa Reef.
Yes, we
right
are
down
here
there at Cocoa Reef where we
Yes.
can, go. And I hear persons saying all the time, we're looking for something different. We're looking for
Yes,
something
so
different.
we're here,
We need
we are
something
here.
different to do. We need something somewhere different to hang out.
Correct.
Where we can have those adult type of fun conversations.
Exactly.
And, for some of us, we've kind of passed the stage of going to the parties and all of that. So you are saying that now Cocoa Reef is providing us with an alternative space to
Indeed.
have that type of fun.
Yes.
And so this art exploration and display is a part of that. And why do you think it's important to give these artists the platform to showcase what they have been doing for so long?
Well, I would say there's a need for it more on the Crown Point side of the island. We are located in lowlands, and sometimes we might not be able to reach everyone in that area. So I think this initiative allow artists to reach, especially those coming in from the airport. Yeah, even though if it's open to the public, you get to reach that audience that has not been reached before.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to thank you guys so much for coming on this morning and
Yes.
telling us all about what's happening with the secret garden display tomorrow evening
5 p.m.
From 5 p.m. That's happening at
9
Cocoa Reef.
p.m.
Now, this is the opportunity for you to dress up in all your splendor. Come out, have a nice drink, and have some food. Now, if you're not into drinking, that's fine as well. We also
Exactly.
have alcohol-free beverages.
Indeed.
And it's just a really cool experience and a lovely place to have a date. So if you've been needing a date night, this might just be it.
Yes, Chanel, you're correct.
All right. Guys, we want to thank you so much for sticking with us this morning. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and everything that you have been doing to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, this is Good Morning Tobago with Chanel Felix, and I just want to say thank you. All right.